Hi, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another wonderful video. How you're doing? I hope you're doing good and fine. As usual, let's get straight into the video of the day. But don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, okay? Now, let's get straight into it.
My first husband didn't like me very much. He did marry me. I don't know, but the way he treated me, he clearly didn't like me very much. You know how somebody will do something that you don't understand, and even when they explain it to you, you don't know what they're talking about. And so then you think about it like maybe once a month for 30 years, and then something happens and it just clicks, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's what it was about. His sister had made all these cookies, and we lived in a different state. She ships us these homemade cookies, and they're not very good. And he agrees that they're not very good. For like a week or two, he's like, do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie? Why don't you have a cookie? And I was getting really sick of him asking me if I wanted a cookie. So he wouldn't shut up about us needing to eat these gross cookies. And so I'm like, just tell her we ate them. Tell her they were good. We like them. We ate them. It's not that big of a deal. You lie to me about crap like that all the time. And he said, yeah, but she's my sister. I'm like, what? And he's like, she's family. It's different. I'm like, I'm your wife. I'm family. He's like, you're not family. I was stunned. I was like, I am your family. I'm married to you. I'm your wife. That makes me family. He goes, no, it doesn't. I'm like, what are you talking about? It definitely does. And he's like, no. He goes, the only people that can be family is people that you're related to by blood. And I'm like, who told you that? And he goes, my mom and dad. And I was like, are you kidding me? And he's just like, yeah, they're, I said, but is your mom and dad family? And he goes, well, yeah. And I was like, well, okay, how is that possible? Because they're married. He's like, yeah, but they've been married for a really long time and they have kids together and blah, blah, blah. It's just different. And I was like, I don't think it is different. And I was like, this is really upsetting that you don't consider me family. And he goes, well, I don't know what to tell you. And he goes, you're my wife, but you're not my family. It really hurt my feelings. So, of course, I'm divorced from him now.
I just needed to stop it there because she kept on ranting and ranting, and you guys, I was already getting pissed. Now, the first question that comes to my mind is who raised this man? Who raised this overgrown baby, because obviously her ex-husband is an overgrown baby, and these are just the issues. These are the issues that a lot of people face, a lot of women face in their marriage. They are real life issues, in fact real life marriage issues, where the husband sees the wife as an outsider, I mean not insider. And sometimes even some men marry women or their wives to just have their kids. In fact, they just have their kids and they discard the wife emotionally. They don't even care about her anymore because they have brought her to fulfill the mission. Whatever it is that they married her to do, they have the kids and they now transfer all the love to the kids and neglect the wife, seeing her as that outsider. She has obviously done her job. No wonder the Bible said the man should leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife. It's just like they saw the future, because these are the issues. They saw what was going to play out in the future, as in men struggling with acceptance, accepting their wives as they are, because you and your wife are now one. So why would your parents give you that orientation that your wife is not your family? How does that even make sense? His parents didn't raise him right. He's just an overgrown baby. You and your wife are literally one. You are one. So how is it hard for you to accept your wife and love her as you love yourself, as much as you love yourself, if not even more? Because that is what God has instructed men to do. But let's leave that aside. This is very, very, very insane. Honestly, when a woman comes with the question of who are you going to pick between your mom and I don't even blame them, because these are the kinds of insecurities a lot of women face in marriages. For I don't like that question for anything. In fact, there are some questions, or that there's some things that when I see people argue about, I feel like you just don't have common sense. I mean, it's one question or argument that I don't think any sane human being should have. How can you come and be asking me as a man, who are you gonna pick, your mom? In fact, when a woman asks you that question as a man, there's no need to answer. Just let her go. Do you get? But I now understand why women ask that question, because these are the issues. Do you understand? I'm just glad that the marriage was over. I'm glad, like, that there was not even there wasn't a marriage in the first place. These are the type of men that have absolutely no business getting married. Please, I'll continue to reiterate that it's not everyone that should get married. Not everybody has the capacity to be married. These are the kinds of men that make it look like marriage is a war zone. They are the kind of people that pollutes the institution of marriage, and it's so sad. Because tell me how you say your wife is not your family. How make it make sense to me? How does that even make sense? You must be very, very, very delusional to say that. Stay with the people that you feel like are your family. Stay with your family. Grow old with them. It's very much okay. Because how would you bring somebody's daughter into this emotionally abusive situation? Say that your wife is not your blood. She's not your family. Not even let's not even say blood. She's not your family, but you have mixed things with her. You have mixed things with her, and you have had children, you've had kids. Even if she has stayed with you for just 1 year, I mean, there was no excuse, because she was trying to make excuse for his mother, saying that means your mother is not your family also. Well, he was trying to make excuse for his mother, saying that the mom has stayed with the dad for how many years, for so long, and it's different, blah blah blah. Oh, crap, nonsense, nonsense. Please just stay with your family. As a man, if you feel like you cannot grow into adulthood, be that baby. Continue to be that baby in your mother's house, in your father's house. Stay there, grow old. It's okay. It's okay. Don't put someone else's daughter into such a nasty situation. It's so sad and irritating. And it happens a lot in Africa, in Nigeria, and yeah, it happens a lot. Listen, I didn't even know that it happened in the Western world. I didn't know that. There are a lot of instances that I've heard where the men will say that they don't trust their wives, and they're gonna put their children, as the next of kin. It's not like the wife is trying to take your money, elope with your money, and abandon her own children in case of your demise or whatever. But they don't just see the wife as family. They don't just see her, they just see her as an outsider. And that's the problem, because they give this as an excuse that the wife is going to go spend the money on somebody else, go off, marry somebody else, marry a man with the same money. And Jesus, the way some people think, the way some people's mindset is, ha, fear men. Like, your kids are not her kids too. Hardly will you ever see a woman abandon her kids. They are there, but let's not talk about the percentage, because I feel like the percentage of men that abandon their children is higher than that of women. I'll give it your keypad. So sad. I don't even know what else to say, you guys. Let me know what you think about this man. Have you come across men like this in your life? I think I have one or two. Yeah, I know a lot of them that actually do, not a lot anyway, but some men that have this kind of mindset, and it's very, very, very delusional of them. Anyways, that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you all so much for sticking with me to the end. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in another one. Bye.